this is the dilemma with these things, these covers, because they bolt to the oil pan, and sometimes when you're taking it apart, you can't help it. It damages that gasket, and then you got to do an oil pan gasket. I'm going to try my best to avoid doing that because I don't want to drop the pan on this. I don't know how much of a pain in the butt it is. Might not be bad, but I'd rather not do it. But there are a couple bolts in the bottom that come up through the pan into the cover, so make sure you undo them when you're undoing it. And I'll do the same thing with cardboard that I did with the water pump. A lot of the upper bolts for this cover are all water pump bolts. You know, they go through the cover into the block. Mostly what's left are lower. In fact, I don't see any upper, really. I really don't. But that's next. Getting stuff out of my way. Pulling the crank, which I should have enough room to do, I hope. And we'll go from there. Well, that one's out. That one's out. They're all out. Kidding me? There's another. That bracket is not going to let go of that, is it? Oh, yes, it is. Let me see if I can get it out of here. I cannot. That back bracket is back there. Which means I have to get to that to loosen that, to get the bolts too long to get out. I get it below the frame. Oh, I can. I can get it below the frame here. I'm going to undo that back one. Let me see if I can. Oh, man. Okay. Yes, I can. Enough to get it out. There we go. There's your alternator. Somebody dropped that. Whew. I missed the pan. Wow. I still can't get that out of there, but it's up against the frame. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Thanks, Chrysler. But enough that I can get it out of my way. Okay, alternator's off. All right, let's get this thing out of here. Inverted Torx on the stud, front stud on the AC compressor that holds the AC compressor on. That stud's got to come out. And it is. It wasn't jammed, at least on this one. It wasn't corroded in there, so I couldn't move it. That's good. Come on, get up out of my way. Thank you. There it is. Just about out. I can feel it. Which means it'll be another half an hour. There it goes. So there's that stud. That's the front of the AC compressor. There's a nut on it. Break that nut loose. Just crack it loose, and then you got to get the stud out because it goes up into the timing cover, and you can't get the timing cover off of there. Yeah, I have enough play even not to disconnect it. Good. I don't have to disconnect the wire or anything. I'll just push that out of the way, let it sit there. Now the fun part. We got to get this crank pulley off. Got to get the bolt out first, and then I'll get a puller in there and pull that pulley. I think I have the right puller. If I don't, well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. This radiator's got to come out because I had to replace it. It's bad. So, how do you get enough leverage on this to break that bolt loose? If I get a gun in there, I could pop it right off, but I can't get a gun in there. There's no way I'm getting a gun in there. Alright, so I've got that in there. Let me get my breaker bar. Just be careful with this. You don't want to damage the balancer. But I really can't get a gun in here. There's not enough room. I'm going to get my breaker bar in here. Hold that, and it's going to come towards you, so you want to get on that side. No, you're going to get behind it over here, so go around that side. It's going to want to go towards you, so just put your arm out and hold it away from you. Yeah, it's going to want to go. You can actually let it go towards you a little bit if you want, but it's going to actually want to go. No, it's not. I'm sorry. That's if I tighten it, it'll do that. Come on around here. It's going to come away from you. So you need to hold on to it and hold it that way, or you can get, if you think you get in a better position, I want this a little tighter. It's going to come towards me as I do this. I got to get this in a different spot. Ready? Mm-hmm. You got to hold. You're gonna have to hold. It's gonna go that way. It's not too bad. It's actually moving already. So just hold it. All right, hold that. You can let go. Let me get my ratchet. That was not that tight. It's 130 foot-pounds. There's a spec on that. So that actually moves right away. Same thing. Just hold on to it. Get this lined up on there. There we go. I think it was 21 millimeter. I think that's what it was. Could be lying to you, but not purposely. Yeah, you can let go, Bill. It won't go anywhere. It's loose. There it is. Hope it's not a wheel. Although we're going to replace that seal anyway. So now, we just got to get a puller on. See, I didn't damage that at all. I got my puller set up on here. This is actually threaded. It has 3 threaded holes in it. I thought it was going to be a typical Chrysler where you had to go in with a hook and kind of hook pulley and get it, but a hook arm. But this has actual threads, threaded bolt holes. So I'm going to just start see if I can get this to move a little bit. I don't want to lean on it too much. I want to make sure it's coming off. I've got it threaded on. And I believe it's coming off. I do want to make sure because I don't want to strip anything out. For sure. I believe it's moving. I'm just going to be really careful because I want to see, make sure it is moving and not causing a problem. The separation between it and the shaft here, the crank, see if we can get it to move. I think it's moving. Just got to be careful with it, that's all. case I miss something. I don't want to lean on it very hard. There it goes. It's coming apart. It's like that seal at the bottom. At least on one side, the silicone's broken loose. Just kind of making sure I didn't miss anything. There it goes. Alright, felt like it broke loose. It's got a pipe in the back here. It's holding on. I gotta get loose. Must have an O-ring in it that's not wanting to let go, is my guess. Too big. Perfect. That's perfect. Just fits in that hole. Let me tap that and see if it'll move that pipe, release that pipe. Yep, it's gone. Don't put something in there too big that's going to get stuck. But this is just the right size to fit into that hole. And there it goes. Just pop that out. Oh, my socket back. And we are loose. It sounds like we have a delivery. Wiggle it around this. I can tell this pipe is going to be a real pain in the butt to get this around. That, you gotta be kidding me, that's gotta come out. Gotta figure out how to get that loose. There's no way I should have to pull the intake, the upper intake, to get this pipe. That would really suck. Thanks, Chrysler. Thanks a lot. Yeah, you can do it. It's tight, but there it is. There's the cover. And here you can see it's leaking out here. Hopefully you can see that. I think you can. Hopefully it's in this frame. It's leaking all down here, around here. This gasket is just, it's no good. Interesting. Pretty good leak there. All right, it's out. It's apart. And did not damage the oil pan gasket, which is fantastic. It's still in one piece, because I really don't want to have to drop the pan on this. Now we just got to wait for the radiator to get here. We'll do some more cleaning, get it ready to put back together, but for now, I'm going to clean the gasket, you know, the mating surface and everything else. This gasket is just, that's the gasket actually. It's just coming apart. Garbage. I don't know if it's the original. Like I said, I think somebody's been in here before, but I can't say 100%. I know the current owner hasn't been in it, but he didn't have it when it was new, so 80,000 miles. In all honesty, shouldn't have to do timing cover, leaking, water pump, gasket leaking at 80,000 miles, but welcome to the world of Chrysler, no parts.